So I want to talk about something that happened yesterday. It made me laugh because our employee, Sam, is usually the one that does all the editing, and she happens to be in Italy, and I had to get this blog post up, so I posted it last second and had one spelling error, and this lady really took that as an opportunity to give me a jab. I instantly just posted this video on Snapchat as a response. I have to tell you guys something funny that just happened. So I am on my blog, so I just did a post yesterday, and I get this comment, right? It's from this lady right here, Jean, and she put beautiful pictures. Is it weird being an adult woman that can't spell the word hardly correctly? Wow. Jean, you really put me in my place. I'm just dumb. You're right. I don't know how I get through most days when I accidentally put an E in hardly. And well, I've got a book coming out. I just designed and built a new website on my own. I've got 2 companies, and I also happen to be 8 months pregnant. So you're right. And I'm sorry I let you down, Jean. I'm sorry. But sincerely, thank you for saying my pictures were pretty. I hadn't planned that out. It was just how I really felt about it. And it wasn't to be mean or vindictive. It was just kind of showing you intended to make me feel bad. I think that it started a little bit of a debate on my page. A lot of people thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. And I wasn't mean. I could have called her names. I could have made it this big deal. And I had a few people even comment that I was being petty for responding. I had another woman say that even on top of it being petty, that I wasn't living up to the female empowerment message that I portray by responding to this lady's rude comment. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. And if you knew how many disgusting, inappropriate, rude comments that myself and multiple of my friends get daily, you would probably think differently about it. And I want you to take a look at a few messages that my friends have received in the last couple days when I sent them a group text and said I was going to do this video, because I don't think that many people, especially men, are aware of the abuse that women go through every day. I think for girls and women in our society that we're supposed to take abuse all the time, whether it be mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. We're just kind of expected to sit here and take it and be the bigger person and, just not really say anything about it. You're doing nothing, and someone decided to come into your world with the intent to harm you in some capacity, and it's just supposed to be accepted. Just block it, just ignore it. Why is this acceptable? We as women can't always come back and say to these guys, hey, you're a weirdo, you're a creep, leave me alone. Because these people are mentally unstable and they're insane. And as women, we have to worry about our safety. We always pick and choose our battles. In this case, I chose to respond. Again, we get enough from guys daily commenting on our weight and looks and size and dick pics and everything you can imagine. But coming from another woman, I wanted to take an opportunity to go, hey, look, I'm not gonna accept that. And I'm choosing to not let it affect the way I think and feel about myself. You're pointing out something about me that everyone does. It doesn't make me stupid. It doesn't make me lesser than. It doesn't take away from any of my accomplishments. And I think that every woman should stand up for themselves in that regard. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. And I think that it is empowering to girls to say, hey, you don't deserve that. And if you don't tolerate it in that aspect of your life, good, because you know what, in a relationship, when someone wants to make you feel stupid or feel unworthy or unlovable or ugly or not good enough or fat or whatever it is that someone's trying to make you feel, and you recognize that and then you communicate that that's not acceptable and you're not going to tolerate that, that's all I could ask for. If I could inspire that in other women, great. I think I've done my job. And I think I've done a lot more than had I just been, just ignore it. Just be quiet, just be pleasing. I would love to know what you think about this. Should we be polite and not respond to someone who is attacking you verbally, mentally, emotionally? Or do you think that it's more inspiring to say, hey, we can acknowledge when we're being mistreated, and then we can choose to speak out against it in a way that we feel is best when someone crosses the line and is inappropriate. And in no way does that make you at fault for that person's words and actions in the first place. I'd love to know your thoughts. Share them with me on Instagram. Share them with me in the comments below. And let's talk about it.